name is Indy and today I'm here to talk about my anticipation for books, TV and movies for 2016 and a few goals that I have in the book world. So I'm excited to discuss with you guys all the things that we look forward to in 2016. So here we go, let's just get into it. So I'm gonna start out with my book type things because that's what we do here, we talk about books. So I want to talk about my book goals for this year. If you haven't seen my 2015 goal wrap up, I will link that down below. I didn't achieve so many of my book goals that I had set, so this year we're broadening it out and we're being a bit more mild on specific goals. So this year I have an enormous bookshelf behind me, as you can see, and I realized that I haven't really read a lot of the books on my shelf. So this year's goal is to read basically all books from my shelf, and that can also include my Kindle. So I want to read all pre-existing books, with the exception of a couple new releases that I will buy. I'm allowed to read them, but I don't want to go and buy more books. I just want to read basically what's on the shelf and a couple new releases, but I just want to get down that TBR from the shelf so I can look at the shelf and be like, yes, I've read those. If people ask me, yes, I've actually read them. Another one of my book goals for this year is to read a few trilogy sets from my shelf. Now I have a lot of trilogy sets and series on my shelf, so I definitely want to read a few more of those. I want to read at least 2 of the trilogy sets on my shelf. I think I have like 4 or 5 like to choose from, so that's definitely what I'm going to try and prioritize, is reading series and trilogies. And I also, a couple books that I definitely want to be reading this year are of course Voyager, which is the 3rd book in the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, because I read one of these a year, but I want to get through this one because it is 1050 pages. Great! It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be a long haul. Other than those series and that one book, I'm pretty open to reading anything. I want to read a couple of new releases that came out last year in 2015 because I'm behind the bandwagon on that, so I need to get on that. And I'll definitely be reading like the new Throne of Glass book, duh. The number of books I want to read this year is 35 on my Goodreads. So if you want to go follow me on my Goodreads or friend me, yada yada, Indy May 26. So you can go and follow me there and friend me and see what books I'm up to reading, and 35 is the goal. I got 37 last year, so I think we can do it. I'm very much looking forward to reading a lot of books this year. And with that said, let's get on to our anticipated books releases of 2016. So I just have a couple. I have done a little bit of research, but probably not as much as I should, but probably these are mostly series that I've started reading that I'm excited to continue on and get the new book. So I'm going to start off with my least exciting first because I want to build it up to the one I'm most excited for. So I'm looking forward to getting, again, the 2nd edition of the Harry Potter and, well, the Chamber of Secrets it will be. I haven't read this one yet because I just read Harry Potter in this last year, so I don't need to read it, but I'm excited to collect all of these again. It's going to be great to have a new Harry Potter out every year. It'll just be like old times, old times. The next one I'm looking forward to is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. We've been waiting such a long time for this series and I'm looking forward to her starting her new series. One of like 2 that she's got to write still, so I'm gonna be literally like 100 when this series finishes because she just keeps on writing them, which I enjoy, but I feel like I'm starting to get a little old for them. But I'm really looking forward to Lady Midnight. I love Cassie's writing, her style of swapping between characters and leaving a suspenseful little hitch on each paragraph or each ending of a section, so I'm definitely looking forward. And Lady Midnight will be coming out supposedly on March 8th, so soon, so excited. I just started watching the TV show for Shadowhunters. It's pretty good, but I will talk more about that in my TV anticipations in a minute. The next one I'm looking forward to is Throne of Glass 5, which is coming out, who knows, sometime this year. I think Sarah always releases her books in like September, October sometime, so I'm so looking forward to Throne of Glass 5. We don't have a title or anything yet, so it's a bit hairy scary, but I'm so looking forward to it. I didn't love Queen of Shadows as much as I have loved previous books, but the series is just, it's one of my favorite series, duh, like you already know that. And lastly, the most anticipated book that I'm looking forward to in 2016, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, the 2nd book in the A Court of Thorns and Rose series. I'm so excited for this book. It's coming out on May 3rd this year, hopefully, so I'm so looking forward to it. I loved A Court of Thorns and Roses so much. It was one of my favorite books for 2015, and I cannot wait for this new one to come out. Like, it's gonna be so good. Resand ship all the way. For any of you ship people, you know what I'm talking about. I ship them so much. So I'm so excited for this book and I cannot wait. Next, I want to talk about the TV shows that I'm most looking forward to in 2016. I'm not up to date on all of them because Australia and I don't have Netflix and I just don't do that crap. I just wait for the DVDs to come out half the time. But the shows I'm looking forward to in 2016 that are coming back, Shadowhunters, which the first episode is already out and I absolutely loved it. It was really different to the books and lots of things were sped up, like we knew things earlier, just straight up, and there was a lot more sort of technology in the institute and there were other people and I was like, what the hell is going on for some of it? I was a bit confused, but I also really enjoyed it. It was so good. I think it's just because I love the cast so much. I've been following everything since we knew about it last year and since they started filming in May, so I just loved it so much and I cannot wait to see where the series goes because I know it's gonna be different, but I love it already so much. I'm up to date on this next show and I'm so looking forward to it, and it is Orphan Black Season 4 because that show is amazing. Tatiana is like the most amazing actress ever. Like, I don't even remember half the time that these are her, like, different characters. Like, there's a few that I'm like, yeah, like I can sort of, I know it's her, but there's some that I'm just like, this is so not even like her. She's just so different for each character and I just can't wait to meet more people and just see the show again because I just love that show. I binge watched seasons 1 through 3 with my mum, so I just love this series so much. It's so good. You need to watch it. It's about the clones and all sorts of cool things happen. The next show I am not up to date on. I'm only up to season 4, but I'm looking forward to Once Upon a Time! Yes, I think this has already been on, like season 5A has already been on in America. I'm a little confused, I'm a little sketchy on the details of that. But Once Upon a Time, I love this show so much. I watched it years ago when it used to be on TV here in Australia. And then a couple months ago, I just went and bought the DVDs just because I love watching TV shows with my mum so much. So, and I love Once Upon a Time. It's so good. Season 1's a bit like hard to handle, but like season 2 and 3, my god, shit got real. Next, I'm looking forward to Teen Wolf Season 5. Oh my god, I really do love Teen Wolf. It's really cheesy and it's really, they don't explain things ever. You just have to roll with it, but I really like Teen Wolf and I'm really looking forward to a new season this year. The next show has already started and that is Dance Mom Season 6. I really hate the show, but I also love it and can't imagine life without it. It's really bad and like it's horrible and it hurts my soul to watch it, but I still love watching it, and I think the first episode is already out for this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to another great season of Dance Moms. Another show is Geordie Shore Season 12. Oh my god, I can't believe this show has been going for so long. It may have been like 5 years, but they're already on season 12, which is crazy. So I do love me a bit of Geordie Shore, a bit of a classic. It's falling apart as well, like Dance Moms and a few other shows, but you know, I still watch it and I still love it. Finally, I want to talk about the movies that I'm looking forward to this year. There's not too many in the way of adaptations that we know about really much. I'm going to actually see The Fifth Wave this evening, which I would have already seen it by the time this video goes up, so hopefully it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it, but I know I'm not going to enjoy it that much because dystopian, and I don't know, I haven't read the book even though I've had it for like ever and ever and ever, but I think everyone's really over this dystopia. I'm definitely looking forward to The Death Cure, which is the 3rd book in the Maze Runner series. I loved the first 2 movies. I really enjoyed Scorched Trials, and I'm definitely thinking about reading the books this year. I know they're different from the movies and I've heard quite a lot about them being different, but I think I still might read the books, but I'm looking forward to them because they're really great movies. Like, they're really done a good job with these movies. Maybe not so much in an adaptation sense, but they're just really entertaining and great movies. So I'm definitely looking forward to The Death Cure this year. And lastly, the most anticipated movie release that I think everyone will definitely be talking about is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Everyone is freaking out because a new Harry Potter movie, duh. Like, sure, it might not be Harry Potter, but like, it's gonna be so good. Like, no matter how bad it's gonna be fantastic. And we all know it. So I have the book on my shelf that I got for Christmas, so I'm definitely gonna be reading that this year because I cannot wait to see the movie, even though we have to wait another 11 months. Oh, it hurts the soul just a little bit, but I think we're all excited to see something else in the magic wizarding world. So I think that's what I'm most looking forward to in movies this year. So that is about it for my 2016 anticipations in books, movies, and TVs, and a few bookish goals. So thank you so much for watching. Happy 2016, if I haven't already said that. And I'm just looking forward to another great year here on BookTube with all your support, and thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, my name is Indy, and today I am here with my 2016 goals, anticipates in TV, movies, and books. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's me now, girl. You need to go out and pee? Puppy? Is that you? Aria?